Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Miami's offense will get the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open.
Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too.
Just plowing ahead. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Leaves it with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Snagged in the middle. It's Terrell. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Red pass is complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And the Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a...
He's running free down the middle. Inside the 40. Past the 30. He's at the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Complete on the comeback. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Hayden. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things... Fumble.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to do that.
Spits it out to the back. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. Runs through the tackle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Canes. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Looking for the tie with the extra point. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Finds his target down the middle. Flying down the right side. He's at the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, he found a space on the right. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up 14 over Pittsburgh. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Hayden. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time play
breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Touchdown, UNC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Got room at the 35. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
It's complete to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Under fire. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Using his legs, it's Terrell.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as He just got rid of the football.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Hayden. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires complete on the crosser. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This time he's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
The Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half. We'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Dropping back, it's Hayden. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Rides to back and leaves it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously, open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricane! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Powers through the defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
To the air, it's Hayden. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Hand off from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Makes the catch. It's Terrell. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to the ground with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in the position to win.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Canes! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Got his man in the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. And the offense just going to spike it here. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Scanning the field, it's Hayden. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw.